Hey guys, it's GameStack Hunter and welcome to week 3 of August video game pickups. Boy, I have to say it was probably one of the worst pickup days that I have had pretty much since I started out. For some reason it was just very dry. There was no one with video games. I heard a lot of no's. I don't know if I was just off my game or what, but I was getting kind of sad towards the middle of the day. And then at the very end of the day, the whole day was redeemed by a really nice score. And I'll show that to you very last. So let me get started with what I got for pickups. The second yard sale that I went to, I thought I was out to a great start because I picked up a GameCube for $20. Now, it doesn't have the AV cables and it doesn't have the original controller. So that's kind of a bummer, but it did come with a Wavebird, a Platinum Wavebird nonetheless. So for $20 I got the GameCube, the Platinum GameCube, and then I got a random PS3 game, Sly Cooper Collection. And then this game seems to be terrible because it only retails for like $4 on eBay, and that's Beyblade V-Force. So those are the games that came with it. And then while I was sitting there, he threw these in, which is just some Disney VHSs, because I heard that you can make a little bit of money off of these, and since I got them thrown in, I was like, you know what, every penny counts. And I think I'll probably make about $5 a pop off of each one of these, so not a bad deal. I'm not collecting them by any chance. So I picked those up. The next thing that I got was, that was all I got for pretty much the entire morning for video games. And then in the afternoon, I came across this laptop, and it's an Evo, and it's a Pentium 3. I paid $20 for it. And I'm not sure, but I already had a computer for the main cabinet, but if this will work, I'm actually going to use this instead. And if it won't work, then it retails for $120 on eBay, and I paid $20 for it, and I have some extras to go with it. So not a bad deal. It's kind of a win-win either way. And then while I was walking out, I saw a stack of comics, and I picked them up. There's like some Spider-Mans, some Fantastic Fours, and then there's some Conans, and they're all in good condition. There's only a few that have some rips. Definitely not mint, but I'm sure some collector may want to pick them up, and I paid $5 for the whole stack. I kind of figured why not. The next thing I got isn't really, I don't consider it video games, it's more of kid toys, but I have a 3-year-old, so I snagged this for him, and I paid $12, and that's the Leapster 2. And it's got a touch screen, and it takes cartridges, and it's got the rechargeable battery. And my son has a Leap Pad, but the games are like $20, $30 a pop. And I see these all day long with stacks and stacks of games at garage sales. So I figured I'd snag these and just let him build up a whole collection of them, so he'll have lots to do. And they're good because they teach him numbers and learning and all that other stuff. They're right around his age group. So it wasn't a bad score for $12, especially because it came with 5 games. Star Wars, Cars, Pet Pals. He has this on the Leap Pad, so I'm going to resell it. So I'll make a few bucks back off of that. And then definitely going to resell Disney Princess. This retails for about $7-ish. So probably make about $10 back off of these. And then he got Toy Story 3. So he'll get to play and learn. So I was definitely willing to buy that, especially knowing that I'm going to get a lot more, I'm sure. The next thing that I got that was game related, I stopped, and this lady, I swear, she thought her video games were she thought the discs were made of 24 karat gold, because she was trying to sell a stack of games like this, and they were all $5, $6, $7 games, and she was trying to sell them for $10 a pop. And her excuse is she was going to Maui, and I'm like, well, you're not going to sell these games for that. So I worked her down to, I wanted to pay like $5 for this whole stack, but I paid $12. I paid $4 a game. And what I got was Bejeweled 3, which it retails for like $5, so after shipping I will lose. But I'm going to hold on to this anyways because it's in fantastic condition. And I've been wanting a copy of Bejeweled 3. So, and then Lego Batman. I'll probably make $1 or $2 off of this. Maybe a few bucks if I'm lucky. So Lego Batman 1 is actually much better. And then this is Sonic Freeriders for Kinect, and I knew I didn't have this one, and I'm trying to collect all the Sonic stuff. I mean, the one thing I do have to say is her discs are in new condition, brand new. I mean, you just unwrap them, and this is the kind of condition you get. So that's why I spent what I did, was because I figured I'd probably keep 2 of them and resell the other one and make a few bucks back. So it was more of buying it for the collection because it was there. And then towards the end of the day, the last garage sale that I rolled, well, the second to last garage sale that I rolled up to, this was after the surprise super pickup. I got this, and it has the remote control, but no cables, no power cable or AV cable, but I have tons of extra so I can complete it. And the lady gave this to me for free. So if it doesn't work, it's no big deal because I didn't pay anything for it. And if it does, that's a bonus because I think these things retail for about $35 on eBay, I think. So, and it's in pretty good condition for the most part, so I'll test it out and we'll see. Now, the second to the last score is what actually made my day. If it wasn't for this score, I pretty much would have been really bummed out. Now, I'm not really worried that I had a crummy day, probably because I cleaned out all of that area anyways, but I'm just going to keep going back for a while. I'm taking Friday off specifically so I can go game hunting, and I'm going to hit that area, and I guarantee you I'll get some fantastic stuff. Fridays are always the best days to hit it, and I'm going to hit it extra early. So anyways, so I was bummed out. I pulled up to this garage sale, and I eyeballed something, and I was like, oh my gosh, the little kid in me was so excited. So here is what I got. Check out this video. So here's my big pickup. Pretty excited about this. This is what kind of redeemed the whole day. If it wasn't for this, probably would have went home very, very sad. Now, the lady wanted $350. She was advertising it on Craigslist, and I've been watching Craigslist for a while. And I've seen it because I noted it because it was kind of cool. And I managed to barter with her. She came down to $200. And basically I told her, I said, look, I can only offer you $100. That's the best I can do. But you know, you won't have to carry it back in your house. You'll be able to reclaim your space, and I'll walk away and be able to play and enjoy the game. And they let it go for $100. So it's actually the hot seat, and it has, there you can see the shifter, the steering wheel, and the pedals. And then here you have the center channel. There's a speaker there. There's a speaker there. And then there is another speaker here, and there's one there, and then this is the bass, and this is what it looks like. There's the television. The TV is only 720p. It's nothing fantastic. I have the sound turned off right now so that I can record. The sound is really good. When racing, it sounds fantastic. The bass and everything is underneath you. The steering wheel has force feedback. I looked at the steering wheel, racing pedal setup, all of this here, online, and they're going anywhere between about $170 before shipping to about $220, somewhere around there. Now prices do fluctuate, but that's when I looked, that's what they were running. I would guess if I had to, if I were to sell it, I'd probably sell it just for $200, just for the steering wheel setup all by itself. It's a Logitech G25, but I don't plan on selling this because obviously it's in here. And let me tell you, my room, my game room / office is on the second floor, and I had to get this upstairs all by myself, and it was an adventure. So anyways, and while I'm at it, my office is a little bit messy, but I'll give you a quick little peek at my setup over there. You can see my consoles, and then give you a quick little peek of the games without me in front of them. You don't get much because I'm going to make a video of that later on, and I'll go through and show you all the cool stuff. Anyways, I really hope you guys like this. Maybe let me get behind the wheel here, and you guys can see how awesome it is with the pedals down there. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys like the video, and I'll switch it back to myself. Here we go. Alright guys, so that was the hot seat that I picked up. Not a bad deal for what I paid, especially because the Logitech steering wheel set itself retails for about around $170 to $220, depending on who's selling it at the time. So that alone I could resell and double my money, which I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it. That is already in my office and good to go. I tested out. I put MotorStorm in there, and the pedal didn't work, so I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to replace the pedals. It turns out MotorStorm is not compatible. So as soon as I threw Need for Speed in there, Need for Speed recognized the Logitech steering wheel and actually had, like, I could change everything about it. So that was kind of cool that it was like recognized, and the game actually itself recognized it. So the only drawback is the TV 720p. I'm probably going to wind up replacing that in the future, and I need to find out if it's compatible with the PS4, because down the line I may just resell the seat and all that stuff and get something that's compatible with the newer gen after I've blown through all my racing games that I have now. So anyways, Definitely, it was fun racing. It felt like I was in the arcade, playing in one of those arcade racers. It kind of made the game feel a lot more fun, and it kind of took it to the next level. So if you ever get a chance to play in one, or if you see one, grab it. Or if you were even thinking about just ordering the steering wheel setup and everything, I would recommend it. If you're into racing and you really like the racing games, you would do yourself a favor by spending that money picking it up. I don't think you'd regret it. Anyways, if you like the video, please do a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, definitely subscribe, because otherwise you're going to miss out on all the other cool stuff that I'm going to be bringing for the rest of the summer. And otherwise, guys, have a great week, and I will see you guys next weekend.